Hello, my name is Minecraft Phenom 08, and this is episode 8 of my 1 Billion Iron Ingot challenge in Minecraft 1.16. In today's episode, I'm going to be finishing up some smaller tasks around my base right here in preparation for moving in the near future. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to do is I actually want to build a system to automatically import the items that I am creating through this system right here and my void miner right here. Because those chests are filling up, and it's just a lot easier if I were to import them into the system automatically. As you can see here, I have greatly expanded the amount of items that this system can hold by adding a bunch more storage. So let's go ahead and actually craft one thing real fast, and that would be some facades right here. How you craft these facades are you have cable anchors and you have whatever block you want to make a facade of. And that's how you can make some facades, and I'm going to use those today to make things a little bit neater. So let's go ahead and knock that out, and let's go right here and let's knock this out because I want to put an import bus on that. That way I can get those items automatically into the system. And what we're going to do is we're going to stick an import bus right. And actually, I'm not sure what the order I should do this. So let's go ahead and actually put the cable down first. Let's go ahead and put a facade there and a facade. Actually, let's put the import bus first. And then let's see if I can't put a facade on this. I should be able to. Okay, cool. Oh, no, that's not quite correct. Maybe I should have tried to put the facade first. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock that out, and let's try this in a different order. That way I can get that import bus and facade on there. So let's actually start out with this, and then we'll do the facade, and then we'll do the import bus. And I think that should work if I do it in that order. So let's grab an import bus. And that did not work either. So apparently maybe I just won't have a facade on that far side. Actually, I can probably add that later. So let's just go ahead and connect this up to the ME system after we add a facade right here. So basically, if you can see, the facade will just make this look a little bit cleaner. And yeah, that'll be fine. So let's go ahead and let's actually do this. So I can keep my torch right here. I actually kind of thought that I'd build up and then over. So the next thing I'm going to do as well is I'm going to import things from this system and this system over here. So let me grab some import buses and put those down. So import bus there, and then import bus on top of this. That way you don't have to manually carry everything over to my system. And we'll do that. Right here, we're going to use some facades as well. We're going to use 3 of them. One on kind of each side right here. So right now, I'm expanding my applied energistic system. And at the end of, after everything is said and done, I think I'm going to have 8 channels used on my ME system. And that is actually the most that you can have in a basic ME system that does not have an ME controller. So right now, the things that use channels are the crafting terminal uses 1, the ME drive uses 1, the import bus on the other side uses 1, this import bus uses 1, and this import bus uses 1. So right now, that's what, 5? But I'm going to be adding a couple more. So one more I want to add is the import bus over here. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to have to dig a path. So let me get my Fluxport out and change it to a 1x1 mode. So I'm going to dig kind of a path underneath here to my ME system. And I'm not sure what the best route will be here. Let's do it from the top side. That way I can kind of see where I need to go. Because I do need to lay a lot of this flux cable here. I could go ahead and stick an import bus on this chest as well, but I actually don't have the extra channels to do that because I do want to use, I have 5 channels being used right now and want to use 2 more channels as well. So I think if I do something like this, this will work because I should be able to connect up to the underside of my applied energistic system rather than the top side of it. So let's dig in through here. And let me see if I can't... Okay, so that's actually kind of annoying. Okay, so I should be able to connect up right here through my energy acceptor. And then just drop this down. And then we can run this cable like so. And actually, I need to not be right there, because I won't be able to get out. And then we could just run it along this line right here. And I'm really hoping I have enough cable here. If I don't, I can always make more, but I'd rather not. Also, between episodes, I enchanted a diamond pickaxe. I did enchanting earlier with an iron pickaxe, so I didn't need to. I felt like I didn't need to show that. So let's go ahead and yeah, we're gonna have just enough. Maybe a few extra, but that's okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this look neat and then move on to some auto exporting I'm going to be doing, because I want to do a little bit of ore processing automatically, and I have systems kind of set up to where I should be able to do that pretty easily. Okay, so that is just about done. And there we go. So everything should get back to normal. Let me see if this import bus is working. It should be, yep, it is. You can see right here that these items are being imported. So that's cool. And let me make sure that these are as well. They should be. Cool. So everything is going into the ME system. So the next thing I need to do is I need to grab a couple of export buses, because I will need those. And let's get rid of some junk here that we don't need. Yeah, I don't think we need dirt anymore. And let's hook up some export buses. And actually, I'm going to move where I have this import bus, because I need to run cable right here. I can have the import bus right here, and then I can have an export bus right here. So how I am going to use the systems that I already have made up is I'm going to put export buses on things and export certain things into certain chests. So we'll put an export bus right here, and we will configure that later. The import bus, you can configure with certain items, having it only import certain items. But the point of these import buses is to import everything. So I don't need to do that. But I will need to configure these export buses to export only certain things to them. Okay, so the things that we need to grab, and actually let's look at what ores we have in here. So right now, I'm not going to actually process everything. I'm just going to process the things that I feel like I need processed, or things that I use quite a lot. So for the regular pulverizer, we're going to do emeralds, diamonds, and redstone. And I could do coal, but I don't feel like I need to right now, so I'm not going to. And then as far as the other ores, let's grab some stuff from here, because actually most of it is in here. So we're going to do iron ore. And let's actually move these things. We're going to do gold, obviously. Let's do nickel and osmium as well. Uranium, definitely. And is there anything else that I super need? Let's do silver. Let's do tin and copper if we have copper. So I think there was actually copper already in the ME system. And I'm not sure if I want to do this copper, or let's go ahead and do this copper. We do have plenty of that from the void ore miner over here. So the maximum number of things that you can have in any bus is 9. However, you do need to make some capacity cards to do that. So let's go ahead and do that right now. I do need, yeah, they're called capacity cards. I do need 3 of them, I believe, for right now. So let's go ahead and make those real fast. And that should take a little bit of no time here. So I need 3 of them. There we go. And so what we do is we drop the capacity card in over here. And as you can see, more slots opened up. We want to do diamonds, emeralds, and redstone. And so that is going. You can see right here that we have some diamonds in here, and that is pulverizing. Basically, what this pulverizer is doing is it's taking any of the items from this chest, pulverizing it, and sending it to this chest, which will then be re-imported into the ME system. Now, this system over here is a little bit more, or a little bit longer. We will be exporting items into this chest right here, these items right here, and these will be processed through a hopper by this pulverizer, will be put into this chest, and then eventually smelted by this redstone furnace and sent to this chest, which will then be imported back into the ME system. So that's pretty fantastic. That is definitely a nice upgrade over what I had going. I had to manually smelt down all of the things that I would eventually need. However, now the system is able to do a lot of that automatically. So the next thing I want to do is I actually want to make processors from the mod applied energistics, and I want to kind of automate that process. It's not going to be full automation, but it is going to be kind of automated. So let's go ahead and grab the things that we'll need for that. We're going to need some chests. I'm not sure if I need that chest or not. A configurator. I don't need the charger right now, but let's go ahead and grab that anyways. And let's move over to a building that I built between episodes, and this is just pretty much a plain building. There's nothing going on right now. It's just stone and glass and doors. The first thing I need to do is I need to hook up energy to this building, so I need to get energy over here. So what I'm going to do is right now let's go ahead and dig a trench and lay down some basic universal cable right here. So actually these sheep are really annoying right now, so let's just go ahead and turn those off. Night night sheep. And let's go ahead and just run this cable over here. I should have cable under the ground right here, and there it is. So let's connect that up because we are going to be needing this energy. And we'll just run this under the ground like so. And let's go ahead and knock that out as well. That way I know kind of where I'm going inside the building. And let's do that. So cool. Let's set up our inscribers first of all. So I'm going to set them up, say, along this back wall. And I'm actually going to set them up not directly on the wall, but right here. So let's run a cable, and then let's start setting up our inscribers. There are 5 of them. 4 of them will make the individual items with these presses, and then the 5th one will actually make the processors themselves. This is not actually going to be symmetrical, but that's going to have to be okay. So let's go ahead and put them in a pattern kind of like this. And then this last one needs a little bit more space to breathe, so let's put it right here. So for these ones, the automation method is really simple. We're going to put the presses into the top slot of the inscribers, and I'm doing that by simply shift clicking, and then in the side we're going to have hoppers directed into them. So that is how we do that. And actually, I could have, and actually I am going to move these. I actually would like some space between them, more space than I'm putting. So let's go ahead and actually have 2 spaces in between each one. And actually I'm probably going to have one of them over here, but that's not super a problem. I'm just going to run this like this for right now. I know it's not the best solution in the world, but it will work. So let's have the last inscriber over here. Let's go ahead and put these plates back in. And then add the hoppers. So basically whatever. So for this press, we need silicon. I just put the silicon in this and it would automatically make it. And here in a second, I will make a method to automatically get this stuff out. So for most of these, what we're going to have are some chests, and we're going to have these chests, say, right here. And on this one as well, we're going to have a chest right here. And we're going to have these basically just transporters, which are basically just item ducts. We're going to put these right here, and we're going to have this be an extraction point, and I need to use the configurator for that. And for a lot of these, I will actually need to disconnect this right here because I do want the items to go into this chest. And let's go ahead and configure the rest of these guys. Okay, so this one will also need one right here. And this one's going to be a little bit different because this is going to make the final processors. So we actually need to insert 3 ingredients. So we're going to have a hopper on top as well. And right here, I'm going to have another basic logistic transporter, which will actually extract items from this chest into the bottom. And so on the top, we're going to have like the logic circuits and the engineering circuits and the, I don't know what the other circuit's called. Let me just look. The calculation circuits will go in the top. We're going to have the redstone go in the middle, and then the silicon will go in the bottom. Luckily, these logistic transporters are smart enough not to try to insert things that cannot go into the bottom. So the finished circuits will not try to come back into the inscriber, so that will be fantastic. Let's go ahead and test this system by grabbing some of the items or the items that I will be using. So, for example, let's grab silicon. Let's grab actually both examples of it because we do have some finished examples here. So let's grab these. Let's grab that dirt back because I will need to clean things up. Let's grab some gold. Oh my goodness, my cat's being loud. And then some diamonds. And they were right there. I didn't even need to type that in. And then we have some pure Certus as well. So let's grab those. So the system is going to be very, very simple to use. It's not fully automatic, but that's okay. So this right here, this is the silicon press. So we'll just put the silicon in here and it should start going. It is getting energy, so that is good to see. And then this will pull out and the silicon will end up right there. So this one is the engineering, so that one takes diamonds. This one is the calculation, so that takes the pure Certus crystals. And this one is the logic, so that one takes gold. So that is how you do that. So on this one right here, we're going to need redstone, and I did not grab that, unfortunately. So let's go back, grab some redstone so that we can show this off. Let's just grab a bunch because I do have plenty of redstone, and whenever I need to make circuits, that way I don't have to remember to grab a bunch of redstone. So actually, I can only insert 5 stacks, but that's fine. So in the bottom, we're going to have these silicon, and now in the top, we actually need some of these finished ones. So let's grab these, and let's just put them in up here. And this system will automatically make these processors. So that is good to see. So let's just make sure that it's going to function like it should. And it does. Let's go ahead and make the other types as well. Yeah, this system should be just fine for right now. It's not the fastest thing in the world, and it's not completely automatic, but it is a big upgrade over what I was doing before. So another thing that I want to do today is I want to automate the production of stone, because at my new base, I like to make buildings out of stone, and that is something that I should be able to have lots of, and it's pretty easy to make, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to be using the mod pedestals for this, and the way that you make pedestals, let's just show this real fast, because you need to make a pedestal or a, yeah, not this, where is the, actually, if I just find a pedestal right here, you need to make this linking tool, and the linking tool is just a diamond stick and some dies here. So I've already done that. I've also already made the pedestal. You just need some stone. And then to make cobblestone with the pedestal, you need this pedestal upgrade, which is made with gold linking tool. And then, whoops, I did not mean to do that. Sorry about that. Just basically gold linking tool, and then a water bucket and a lava bucket, and you have cobblestone upgrades. Now, the cool thing about these upgrades are that you can actually enchant them. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to use the best enchanted cobblestone upgrade to use in my pedestal. So let's go ahead and do this. So capacity is a good one. So I was hoping to get multiple enchantments on some of these. We'll see if that actually happens. So right now I'm just getting the same enchantment. Darn. So these all stack because they are the same enchantment. Cool. That's what I wanted. So I wanted both a speed and a capacity upgrade, and I got that on the last one. So that's pretty fantastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this pedestal over here. Let's go ahead and set it right here. And let's go ahead and put our cobblestone upgrade on it, and it does make cobblestone, as you can see. And so the next thing I want to do is I want to put this redstone furnace. Let's do it right here. And I think this should work, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, cool, it does. Otherwise, I could have just used some item cable to import that stone in here. And then we're just going to have it export to the right into this chest right here. So let's make sure that that is auto output as well. And let's go ahead and hook this up to energy via that right there. Oh, whoops. That was my mistake right there. So I'm going to have to actually run this up and over like an idiot. But whatever, it works. So whatever. So this should give me a lot of stone. Obviously, the system is pretty slow right now, but in the future it will be much faster, so that's not super a problem. So I think the last thing that I want to do today is I want to set up a phytogenic isolator because I don't really have a good way to make wood right now, but I should be able to use a phytogenic isolator to make lots and lots of wood. So what I'm going to go ahead and do right now is, first off, to run the phytogenic isolator, you need water. So under the ground here, I'm going to actually set up some automatic water through an aqueous accumulator. And so what we need to do now is I need to make an infinite water source block. And actually, I'm going to make I'm going to make several of them. Okay, so all of these blocks are infinite water source blocks now. And right in the middle, I'm going to drop the aqueous accumulator, and it should grab water. As you can see, it does have water. And then what I want to do now is let's go ahead and set this. I don't have the right cable. Sorry about that. So I just need to grab the correct basic cable here, or not cable, but the what allows me to transport fluids, and that would be the basic mechanical pipe. And I need this to get water into the phytogenic isolator. And I actually should have grabbed saplings too. That was a misstep on my part. So I do need to set this up to be auto extract from the isolator. And let me see if I can't click that. I can't. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have to do this. Okay, there we go. We're getting water. And let's go ahead and actually refill this water bucket as well. Put the stone back down and put the phytogenic isolator right here. So what I need to do with the phytogenic isolator is I need to tell it to import water from the bottom. And let's go ahead and tell it to export things to the right. And actually, I want to add an augment to this thing as well as grabbing some saplings. So where are the saplings? They're probably in the system because that's where I put everything, I think. So let's grab, I think I should only need one. And then if I look up thermal here, and sorry I don't have this already crafted. I probably should have already done that. Cyclic processing, I think, is the thing that I need here. Products may be transferred to the input. Yes. Okay, so I need some silver plates, constantin, and signalum gears. I think I have everything except for the plates. Okay, so I need 4 silver plates and 2 constantin. I believe I have the constantin and silver already in my system. So I just need to make these into plates. I do actually have a multi-servo press which makes these into plates. I don't have this upgraded, but I can, for the moment, just go ahead and do that. I can steal an upgrade from one of the other machines, and let's get this show on the road. So once this is done, I'm going to put this unpacking die back in the multi-servo press. I was using this machine to actually turn magma blocks into magma slime, I believe, or whatever it's called, to get slime and blaze powder, but mostly slime. But I didn't craft what I needed. That was dumb. So I need to make that cyclic processing upgrade. And that should allow me to use 1 sapling in basically infinitely to make wood here. So let's go ahead and see if that will work out. Can I throw that in there? I can. And then let's throw a sapling in, and I do need to energize this. So let's do that quickly. So this should give me a good supply of wood, and I actually have a skystone chest here. You can use basically any chest here. But this is not a super fast process, but it should work. Okay, you can see the arrow starting to go. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to wait on this to complete off camera, as well as do a little bit of landscaping out here. And once this is done, I do want to make sure that it is going to run correctly, and then I will be right back. So it looks like this system is working as intended. I did not set up the auto export, but that's just fine. This should give me an infinite supply of wood, so that is good to see. So that will export into the Skystone chest. Also, I did add the hardened integral components to speed this up just a little bit. So that's fantastic. As we can see, we're also getting plenty of stone over here, and these systems over here are done, and so I can actually start making more processors with all of this stuff. So I can just simply throw these in up here, throw this down here, and we will get more of these processors finished up. So I think that's a good stopping point for today's episode. So in today's episode, I set up this little workshop here, which will automatically or help me automatically make processors, or semi-automatically, I should really say. And then the system will also automatically make stone and oak logs as well. And then I also automatically imported all of the items from this diamond chest and all of the stuff from my void ore miner as well. By this diamond chest, I mean from my laser drill system. So if you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to drop a like down below. And if you enjoy watching automation type stuff in modded Minecraft, definitely consider subscribing to my channel, because that's pretty much what I do. Anyways, signing off, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will see you next time.